The typical batch of homemade beer is 5 gallons in volume, which is sufficient for 2 cases, or 48 12-ounce bottles. Typical homemade beer is produced by boiling water, malt extract and hops together in a large kettle and then cooling the resulting wort and adding yeast for fermentation. Experienced home growers will make their crushed malt barley extract by a more complicated process of grinding the grain in boiling water. In both cases, the wort is boiled for 15 minutes to an hour, to help remove some impurities, dissolve the hop's character, and then break some of the sugar. The wort is then cooled to the tilt temperature. The cooled wort is then poured into the primary fermenter to aerate the wort. Sufficient oxygen is also needed for the yeast growth stage. The yeast is then placed in the wort. Primary fermentation will take place in a large food bucket or bottle. Sometimes it is left open, but it is usually capped with the carbon dioxide gas produced by ventilation through a fermentation lock. The microbrewing process takes a long time, although you can take the necessary shortcuts after learning more about how the process works. If this is your first time, you should always use common sense and know what you are doing. One of the best things about making your homebrews is the fact that you can experiment with ingredients and prepare your creations. You can cook almost anything, as long as you have the right kind of equipment, which can be easily found. Pale ale brewers originated the English pale ale style at Burton during the 19th century. The high levels of calcium found in the water complement this style very well, making a more efficient extraction of bitter resins from the hops. The taste and aroma of English pale ale are similar to that of English bitter. The term pale was initially intended to distinguish beers of this type from the Black London Porter. Classic English beers are not pale, slightly copper-colored. The types of American pale ales range from golden to light-colored copper. This style of beer is best characterized by the American hops used to produce bitterness, aroma, and flavor of high hops. These types of beers are also less malty than the British. These beers have a medium body and low to medium malt. Cold fog is acceptable only in cold temperatures. Belgian pale ale Belgian beers are very similar to British beers, although they are more spicy and aromatic both in the character of malt and yeast. These types of beers are known for the low, but noticeable bitterness, flavor, and aroma of their hops. Moderate malt aroma and light body are typical of pale Belgian ale. In color, they are golden to deep amber. Typically, noble hop types are used, while low to medium fruity esters are evident in flavor and aroma. Cold fog with Belgian pale ale is acceptable in cold temperatures. Pale ale beers are in fashion around the world, served in hundreds of thousands of bars. They are also great for social occasions, as millions of people enjoy their dark but satisfying tastes. If you've never tried pale ale, you shouldn't be deprived.